Hello, once again. Welcome to the Low Block. New and improved always. Every day we're trying to improve ourselves one way or another. Uh, Great intro, amazing intro. I'm an intro specialist. Some would say.
Yeah, take my money.
Yeah, of course, man. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that from you. And today we're just going to do a review of the Premier League games. Week 1 of the Premier League is almost done. I believe Everton still have to play. I think Everton are playing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Everton Leeds are playing tomorrow.
Okay, calm. Okay, no problem. I think no better way to start than just start. I think that's the simplest thing.
Where do you want to start? You want to start Friday or Saturday?
Fuck you. So we're gonna start with, let's see. Let me just try see. Now I don't think there's any need to share the screen right now.
Nice. Oh, not really.
No, I don't think so either. So I'm just gonna search the Premier League games. Search it on your side as well.
No, you could pull that up because it would be more, I guess, visually pleasing over my.
That's
my
true.
profile. Yeah.
Yeah. I look amazing on my profile, so like I really relate to that.
Yeah, I was looking particularly red in my because
It's a bit of a tough day. Why didn't you wear sunscreen on that day, buddy? Come on.
It's not that. The wall is green, and I'm a bit reddish, so it's like the red pops even more.
Oh, contrasting colors. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with that. Other than that, it's amazing. Actually, who needs to look good in profile pictures, anyways?
Yeah, especially when you're a football man. Especially when you love football.
Exactly.
All these new school footballers trying with their sexy thing.
Yeah, that's all nonsense.
And no nonsense podcaster.
Yeah. All these. Oh, I want to look good on my profile. Nah, that's all nonsense. Like I said, yeah, in the picture that was the quote.
Woke nonsense. Alright, I'm going straight to Google Chrome. I'm just search
Portugal real quick. I want to see something.
What you want to see?
Just check. Okay. Now it's fine.
What? Oh, you want me to search Portugal and then see like big booty breasted pornography?
We're not supposed to say that. I don't think that's going to. I don't think
I told you, bro. It's a small time channel. No one's gonna. I mean, I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm allowed to.
You're not supposed to say it.
That's what you're trying to say.
No,
it's fine if I show it as long as I say I don't say it, because that's what you're trying to catch me out on, right?
What was going to happen was how when you're trying to search something, it's either going to try and complete it for you, or it's going to like do those pops at the bottom, like to show other tabs. That's what was going to happen.
So you want to trick me into showing it, but you like no responsibility you're taking. I said it, and no, yeah, man, you're a bad guy. But you tried to let me show
Portugal. I said Portugal.
We're small channel. We're a small channel, but we can definitely go out for that. There's no doubt we'd go out for it. There's no doubt. Alright, let's get to the games actually.
Let's start with the match on Friday.
Liverpool, Bournemouth.
Interesting match.
This is your team after all.
Yeah, very interesting match. Essentially, what you like, if you watched pre-season, you would have seen something very similar in that our midfield looked very open. So counter-attacks, those counter-attacks. Speaking, I saw other, I think it was Newcastle fans saying, "Oh my God, this Liverpool midfield looks like food on the counter attack, and I think the biggest reason why we were not that great was what you call Gravenberch also not being there because he's usually the the anchor of the midfield and whatnot. Yeah, so we look very open in the midfield, which was not great. Defensively, we were not. Hey man, it's the first game of the season.
Yeah,
it's the first game of the season. You're hoping that your team improves on what you see.
Yeah,
Attacking-wise, we were flawed. Attacking-wise, we looked at, we were calm. Not really calm, but more like we were flawed. It's the only way I know how to put it is that there was flow, especially the left side. The left side, the way they were playing with each other and everything there. It just, it got me excited for the season.
Yeah. No, I catch you. I can see what you're saying. I have similar thoughts on your team, actually. But, firstly, for me, Bournemouth, I'm looking at Bournemouth. I think if these guys simply do not get reinforcements, they are letting go of a top manager. Because I'm watching this team and I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like, they had so many poor performers, yet they had so many opportunities to do something there. Because opportunities to, not opportunities, but opportunities to, there were openings, and they took some of them. Obviously, it took two of them, but then, oh man, defensively they were an absolute mess. They bought some new guy. I forget his name. I think his name was Diallo or something. Centre back. He was absolutely dreadful. He was awful. I was watching. I was like, this is terrible. Terrible. This guy didn't do too well either.
I'll be honest, right? And then I think this is because I was viewing it from a different.
Yeah, of course. I was on a hate watch thing.
Yeah, I was so pissed when he would clear a ball and I was like, who's this guy? I didn't look at his performance as a whole, especially when they were conceding and whatnot. But man, there was some moments where he was so annoying.
Yeah, he just kept giving you guys the ball. It was weird. He kept passing the ball straight to Liverpool. It was not when he was kicking it out. Huh?
I'm saying I did not view it as that.
I catch you. You viewed it as, oh, look at our pressure paying off.
Yeah. That's exactly what I saw. I was like, yo, hey man, this precious. You know.
Even the goal, the third. Huh?
The third goal. You were about to say about the third goal?
Yeah, even the third goal you scored, where they both of them bump into each other and head the ball out measly.
Yeah.
It was really quite embarrassing when it comes to the defensive aspect. And I thought for Liverpool fans, it's one of those games where it's like, man, first game of the season. I wouldn't care at all. At all.
It was, it's one of those that you win, but you're like, I did say something about us needing two people.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you remember in the last video where we did our predictions and I said we're missing two signings. One of those was an attacker, because I'm not sure if you saw, but as soon as Ekitike went out, we started looking a bit open from the front. Sometimes you open in the middle and then there's still a bit of pressing from the attackers. Defensively, defenders, not defensively, but defenders have their shape, and then in the middle, it just looks like there's no one. That's when you're open, like in the midfield. When Ekitike went off, we had no one that was pressing for the ball. Excuse me, that was pressing for the ball and all that. It looked messy. I think one of the reasons that we have a situation where our midfield was open is that every single midfielder that was on the pitch wants to attack. At some point, there were like so many people close to the box that you saw that if the ball is lost, we are screwed, because it's not just the midfielders. Our fullbacks are pushing up.
Your fullback situation needs to be sorted as soon as possible.
It's like our fullback situation is not a problem.
I think it's a problem. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me explain why. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a problem if we have no midfield stability. So if you have a midfield problem, the fullbacks can't be moving that wild. Like you saw, we were open the other day on Friday. We were open. Our fullbacks, if our fullbacks were kind of more stable at the back, it didn't really matter how open we would have been in the middle. We would have still looked a certain way. We would have looked like we have our stuff together. But because our fullbacks are attacking fullbacks, our midfielders are all thinking, "Nah, I can play 10. I can do that." And not just like playmaking 10. Like I want to run in the box as well. Because of that, our fullbacks situation becomes a liability even more. So before that, if you have a Gravenberch who's kind of stable in the midfield and keeping things together a little bit like he did last season, we had fullbacks that were attacking at all times. Last season we had Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley does closer to what Frimpong does, where he overlaps with Mo Salah there, but Trent would go inward a bit, like he would underlap, I guess. Robertson is an overlapping type. Last season he had to do like a bit more sitting than in his previous seasons. But the point is, we had a stable midfield, and that's how we won a lot of games. That's how we even sometimes it's like we could have lost that game, but we drew the game. It's because there was a bit of stability in the midfield. Now, Gravenberch couldn't play because he just had a child and he needed time for that. McAllister started preseason late in the last 2 games or something like that, so he was also not fully there. That's why he got subbed early. Curtis Jones did play a lot of preseason, but your midfielder coming into the game, like when it's Bournemouth are at their most, we can take this game, so you're not really going to be in that, I'm going to stabilize everything immediately type of phase, and that's okay. I think the substitutions in the first place were kind of a bit offish, taking out Frimpong for Endo, like putting Endo right back instead of what they did in preseason, whereby they put Szoboszlai right back and then Endo would have been in the midfield. It would have been better because you needed stability in the midfield. That's what you needed. And you know how you saw it when Joe Gomez came in. What's this? He went to right back and gave more, proper fullback stability, I guess. He was amazing at fullback. And then Endo went into midfield and he did a better job than he did at right back. So it's like the substitutions at times they were a bit questionable. Last season we didn't have that much of that. He would make a substitution and then it would be like, oh, we're on. Oh, Endo's on. Yeah. End the game. We'll win it. Go win it. We'll win it. It's that. But yeah, it looked a bit sketchy, though, especially the midfield. But I'm guessing Gravenberch is on a comeback, and defensively, we're going to work on that. It's the first game of the season. You take it however you take it. Lost the season, first game of the season, Ipswich. First half, not that great. He made a substitution or two at halftime, and then you take the game 2-0, and then you're like, I'll take the game. But you're looking at it, you're like, first, that whole nonsense at first half, you have to improve. And, they did. So I'm hoping that's what happens as we go throughout this season. I hope that's what happens. So, yeah.
Yeah, I catch you. It is likely to happen. I mean, there's no doubt you're going to improve. Like, there's no doubt. It's one of those.
Do you think we need a midfielder? I've heard people talking about like signings. Do you think? Because I thought we would need a defensive signing, and
I mean, for me, unless you change your whole tactics, like if you change your whole because I think your midfielders now can obviously do a job, but unless you have a world class midfielder like CDM type Kante, basically, who no one in the world is Kante at this current moment. Unless you have that type of guy, then I don't think you need a midfielder. That would just be a tactical issue.
Yeah, I can see that, but I think, hey man, we'll see.
Who you gonna buy?
We'll see. I think
even if you buy another midfielder and then like bench one of your midfielders, and then have Gravenberch and that other midfielder, that guy's still going to be defensive. It's still going to be different type of tactics.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, whoever would break either way. Also, I don't know. So who are we benching? McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Curtis Jones on the bench, and then
that's your team.
This new midfielder. Like some, signings.
I don't know. Who are you benching?
I'm thinking about it, man. McAllister was amazing last season, and people who say he wasn't, I just look at them weirdly.
Yeah, McAllister was amazing last season.
He was, Gravenberch was dope as well. Szoboszlai, I think he got more criticism because he was a 10. He was playing 10, but he wasn't, providing the goals and assists that a 10 does, or doing the creating that a 10 does. But it's like,
it was
he was like,
he did not play anything like expected.
Yeah, but he was very functional, I would say. Like, in that 10 role, he would be the first press, and then all that. It is what it is. We'll see what happens, because I'm thinking we spent way too much time on Liverpool already. Should. Yo, we're having a conversation. I heard you say yes when I was talking. Exactly. You contributed. Did you watch the Brighton Fulham?
Brighton Fulham. Yeah, I watched Brighton Fulham. I watched Aston Villa Newcastle. I don't have anything to say other than Newcastle are like in an awkward stage of a relationship.
I saw that one.
Both of you know. Over. So we're just gonna go through the motions. Like, it was embarrassing to see Aston Villa got the most stonewall red card that ever existed. I was surprised he was complaining. Those are the type of red cards you should keep a straight face for.
Yeah. Take on the chin. It's that.
I don't even want to talk about that game. I don't even want to think about that game.
He looked. What's this? Anthony Gordon looked like he went down easily, but even if he did, it's still a red.
Yeah, exactly.
Contact.
You can't. Guys, you can't pull him, bro. You can't touch him.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what are you going to argue? I'm going to argue that I only put 5% of my strength. That's still something. That's all he needed. But the fact that Newcastle didn't take their opportunity with that, it's a problem. I think they need a striker.
Man, really?
I might be, I might just be.
Might be going rogue here.
Yeah,
Might be an
maybe.
unpopular opinion.
I really think they need a striker. Anthony Gordon should not be their 9, man. I feel
Yeah,
I
they
feel
need
like
someone like someone like Isak, someone like that, someone like like Sesko,
yeah.
someone like that in that
I
mold.
think they were in for Jalbert or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think if they get him, if they should do that.
that would be a
It's a
perfect
low
signing
blow.
for them. I think that would do it.
We should stop. It's a low blow. But Anthony Gordon on a serious note should not be touching number 9. He should stay out wide.
He plays it
And then
weird.
they try.
Hey man, he got the red card. It was a good. That was good, but like he plays
But
the
then
striker
he
role
could have
weird.
he could have gotten that red card even if he was away. He's the fastest player in their team, so he was always going to be the. This is who you give to, like when counter attack time, you give this to Anthony Gordon.
Yeah,
He
my
would have
catch.
still gotten that red card even if he was a winner for the game.
I catch you, but yeah, Brighton, Fulham, Sunderland, West Ham, and Tottenham and Burnley. They all three play at the same time. Did you watch Sunderland?
Hey man, no.
Listen,
I had.
I watched 5 minutes of Sunderland versus West Ham, and then I immediately went on Betway and put money on Sunderland. I was like, "This is the quickest I'll ever make."
There's some rules about gambling institutions. So everything you do it lightly, I guess.
I'm like, get on my face. I put money on.
It's true. It's true.
So
Yeah, you can say that. Don't say. I don't think you're allowed to say. I don't think you're allowed to say the companies or allowed
listen,
to
we progressively remove things and start, being careful. We don't start from the beginning. It's important. It needs to be authentic, and then it goes away. And then we sell our soul.
This is that. Oh, I'm grown and matured. I don't have those same. I don't have those same views and all that. That's what you say. And now you can talk about the institutions, and then
once it's selling soul time, we're gonna be like, nah, okay.
I don't believe in that anymore.
On gamble.com, the sponsors of this video, like that's yo, hold on. Yes, Dad?
No.
Okay, no problem. We'll do.
This.
What? Authentic. Authentic. But okay, hold on. Let me just look at this. Oh, the buckler. Oh yeah.
You could stop recording.
Yeah, I will. I won't. I'll just edit. No, I'm on the phone. Okay, sorry. No problem. Then. Not sure that. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Am I locking? No. Oh. Okay, no problem. Okay, back here. What were we saying? Oh, gambling. I'm joking. But the selling soul thing is true, right?
Yeah. No. What's that? No. I said yeah. I think about what you said. No, I do not agree with anything you have just said.
But yeah, in simple terms, Sunderland are either really, really good, and are gonna stay up the season, or West Ham are really, really bad. We might need to consider them.
Hey man,
Because Even when you look at their team, you're like, nah.
I remember the Graham Potter chance.
Yeah.
He was at Bright.
They were calling him a fraud.
This guy is. Hey man, this guy is going through.
To be fair, I'll give you an opportunity to see the highlights for that game. But to be fair,
no. I'm not saying he's going through it as a. He's not bad.
I know what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying. I was like, to be fair, to be very, very fair, of the 3 goals, I think 2 of them should have been saved by the keeper. I thought 2 of them were awful keeper mistakes. And I actually rate their keeper. But, new team, bigger team, things can happen. It's that guy from Leicester. Remember that guy from Leicester? Hermansen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's their keeper, so he was a bit shaky, which can happen, man. I actually rate him. I think he's a good keeper, but hey, man, what can you do? But yeah, I watched. Huh?
It happened.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, the main one I watched was Brighton versus Fulham because I like Fulham. Fulham's like a second, third team for me because of all the Arsenal players they have, basically. And it was a decent game. It was very entertaining. One thing about this week is that the game's been very, very entertaining. I mean, we're gonna go to Man City Wolves now, soon. Also, quite an entertaining game at points. But yeah, Brighton versus Fulham was an entertaining game. Tottenham versus Burnley. Man, kind of what you expect. Do you know who I saw in Burnley that killed me?
Who?
Lyle Foster.
I have him. What's this? I have him. No. Bro, I went to the doctor's on Friday, and essentially when I came back, I needed to be knocked out, in terms of the pain I was in. When I woke up, it was close to 7:30. I started sending people the league, the fantasy league stuff, and I got knocked out again, man. I was in so much pain. But I woke up before the Liverpool match, watched the Liverpool match, and then afterwards I was like, yo, whether it's I need a lot of these painkillers back. I didn't take any because you're not allowed to take more than you are prescribed. But they were not helping. I've never taken a painkiller and gotten more pain in my entire life. I've never taken a painkiller and gotten more pain. So I was there. I was like, oh my god, fantasy league gone, not fantasy gone. And then, hey man, I was going through it. But when the Lyle Foster thing, I have him on my sofa score. I clicked on notifications, so I see when he's playing. From last season, from when he came into the Premier League at first, and then I had it on. So I used to see when he's playing in the championship and all that. I'd see the notification. I'll see Lyle Foster substituted out. Lyle Foster substituted it. I'd see that a lot. So the game I did miss. To be fair, this week I missed a lot of games.
I got you. I wasn't criticizing your game. I was just saying Lyle Foster is still a Burnley.
Oh no!
I just thought he was back in the Premier League.
That I knew. That I definitely knew. The notifications I've been getting for preseason. Was it preseason? I think it was preseason. But yeah, that one I was sure of. I was actually excited to see it be, because I know I'm gonna celebrate every goal like it's mine. I'm gonna celebrate. It's going to be a notification from 2 hours ago, and I'm still gonna celebrate. Like 2 days ago, Lyle Foster scored. Yes.
There we go. That's what I thought.
Yo, let's talk about your boy.
Which boy?
Your boy Cole Palmer.
That's not my boy. I've never claimed that to be my boy. That's crazy that you said that.
people, where you're at your lowest, people stop shaving you. Stop saying like you're their boy and all.
As a serial hater of Chelsea, like, yeah, there's no way you can even claim that I like Cole Palmer in any way. I don't like him. He was awful today.
How great was he today?
Interesting team. It's like,
you don't know what.
Yeah,
I have to say this, and this is also because of the Semenyo situation at Anfield. There was this, racism situation with the wheelchair guy, and
yeah, man, that's just how Liverpool fans be. Honestly, like that's just what they do.
Are you insane?
And it's just so painful to see, bro. The way that Liverpool fans operate.
I'm trying to be full. I'm trying to be for real. Some people said that afterwards. They were like, Fabrizio post, Semenyo scores a brace.
Classic Liverpool.
No, he says despite what's this? Despite racism chants. I'm like, chants.
Classic Liverpool.
Chants.
Classic.
Oh my God. Now you want me to go start, calling things from old, what the problem is with the whole situation is that people have used it as a chance to, score points.
It's propaganda.
They were like, no, not propaganda. Like on some, Liverpool, no moral high ground for you, and it's like everyone can go go to a certain thing and go look at what your fans were doing. I'm saying this to say they're using this thing to do a tribalism thing to point score on a thing that everyone should be fighting. It's so weird that it's like one person is racist and then somebody takes the opportunity to say all of these people were racist and it's weird.
Yeah.
Having said that, the reason I bring it up is because we didn't say anything about it in the beginning. It was a weird thing. I was watching the game. It stopped, and then I was like, "What happened here?" And it was that. That was bad. That was not good.
Yeah, I catch you now, man. I've always said, like, this is the problem with these Liverpool fans, man. They always have that, like, about.
Man, there's so many people on Twitter who responded to people saying stuff like that by bringing up things that other fan bases of that. A Chelsea fan said something like that. They brought up Chelsea stuff. Not Newcastle. I forgot the other. It's weird. Like, this is not a time to be points for.
It's not a Chelsea historically.
No. But my point is. My point is, this is not a thing to point score with. This is not you should never have moral high ground ever again type of thing. It's not good.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, man. Yeah, I thought football wise, it was funny. Some people got. What's it called? Some people got dragging what's his name, Konate and Van Dijk. I thought their defending during that phase was actually kind of fine. If anything, I thought Konate, I thought Van Dijk should have engaged quicker, but split second quicker. I don't think that's an issue too much. Huh?
Which goal?
Second goal. First goal was clearly just a right back and left back issue, but the second goal was the way the guy ran through, man. Because the thing is, man, I think it's Konate that got the most. I was like, nah, bro, Konate, I don't think you can do much there. There are guys on the left. There's a guy with the ball at the center. They're saying engage the guy in the center. You engage the guy in the center, he's gonna pass the guys on the left. And then they're going to say you engaged too early. You should have just let him keep running and waited for him to make a move. So I thought that was quite interesting. And Van Dijk also, they're like, what's Van Dijk doing? I was like, man, there's a guy right
You're talking about
Oh yeah, it wasn't Konate and Van Dijk's fault. It was the fact that it was a 4v2/4v3. Like it was, as a defender, whatever you do in that situation, you can look goofy.
yeah, it happens, man. I wasn't too fussed about that, and winning the game was like, okay, we can look at the negatives next week. Because if you don't fix them up, then it's crazy. We were before going back to Liverpool, because I remember I
I'm
kind
not
of
going back, but
went. No, I'm saying I went on a bit of a tangent. We'll talk about Cole Palmer, and
well,
his performance today.
not. But yeah, I was stressing. This is not just a Cole Palmer thing. Chelsea literally today just went straight back to how we know how they play. I've never thought Chelsea aren't a good team. I've always thought they were a good team, but they're also unbelievably inconsistent. Crystal Palace could have won this game like they had so many chances to win this game. Like they could have.
What do you think about the free kick that was dismissed?
When they said the reason, I was like, when you're like, when a reason pops up and you're like, there's prior proof. I know this has happened before, but I just can't prove it.
Yeah, I need to go do my research.
Yeah,
Like,
I need to go do my
so
research because
yeah,
yes, it's supposed to be disallowed. Yes, it is not allowed. However, I would think that what they'll do in that situation is that they'll have the free kick retaken. And also something more. When it happened, I was like, that. Like I said, the first thing I thought was, I want to go back and watch some old games and be like, every time it happens, be like, point. Because one thing I can't stand is inconsistent football.
bro, they're very inconsistent. Like, some of the decisions don't make sense. Like, when we talk about the opening weekend of the Premier League, you're thinking, okay,
Your shit was hilarious. I can't lie.
what?
As
Oh,
a hater,
bro,
I had to laugh.
bro, let's finish talking about the other things. Cause it makes no sense how Bournemouth got a free kick afterwards. I can understand them saying, "Oh, we messed up VAR, handball, we screwed you." But then the free kick afterwards, I'm like, so you're doing it twice? You're screwing
Listen,
us twice?
I
Like,
can
it makes no
see,
sense.
I can kinda, with the squinted eye, see why they couldn't bring it back. Because technically, it wasn't a clear goal scoring opportunity. Technically, it we can all assume
Is it,
that was what was gonna come from it, but
you know,
technically, it wasn't.
what you're saying is the difference between yellow card and red card. It's
Yeah,
not the
what I'm saying is
difference
the difference.
between it's not
However,
the difference between handball and no handball.
that's what I'm saying. However, the one fact that I think is undisputable is I just can't believe the referee couldn't see it in the moment. I couldn't believe the referee didn't see it immediately as it happened. Oh, hold on, something's wrong. That guy kind of touched the ball with his hand.
Bro, the way it bounced and then
Yeah, it
changes
moved.
direction, you're like, wait, he didn't see anything. Oh, okay, okay.
His
Another season of mistake, bro. 20 minutes in, it was less than 20 minutes into the new season.
Yeah, I
20
started
minutes
laughing
in.
immediately. I was like, we are back.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I was like,
Football
oh
is
my
back.
god, we're back.
It's
I
truly back,
I held my head. I
bro.
faced palmed. And I was like, oh, we're so back. We
What
are
game
so
was it?
back.
What game was it? I think it was the Crystal Palace Chelsea game. Hold on, let me look at the games one more time. Wolves City. Hold on, I'm gonna check the Crystal Palace
What are you,
Chelsea game
what are you,
just now.
what are you looking for?
There was a
What are you looking for?
ref. There was a ref this week that was an absolute disgrace. Shucks, I wonder how you can even find the refs for these games.
Let me check for you.
An absolute disgrace.
Crystal Palace, Chelsea is the one you're checking, right?
Yeah, was the game Rob Jones? Was the ref Rob Jones?
There was Darren England.
Let me see how Darren England looks.
I think we might have
You had a
Taylor, Anthony
Yep.
Taylor, on, and then who else?
This guy, he was awful. Awful today.
Darren
Darren
England.
England. He was terrible. It was like he was.
You know how crazy that is, though. Like the fact that sometimes you just know the ref. Like this is not what
Yeah, this is
you know
crazy.
the ref, and then you're kind of scared when I see what's his name Anthony Taylor,
That
Michael
guy
Oliver.
scares me. Michael Oliver
Michael,
scares the shit out of me. He
so
makes me shiver in my
sometimes
boots.
it's like you don't know the type of game you're about to have. Like that's not supposed to
Yeah,
happen. When you like the ref is not supposed to be like a thing that swings the game, you know, in any
based
direction.
on the referee. Different referee,
Yeah,
the
it
score would
should
have been different.
exactly. That's not something that should affect the game. People go, "Oh, VAR is terrible. Remove VAR," but it's like you want to remove VAR and keep the same refs, so you're going to have the same problem. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because
What?
I can tell you now. I can tell you now. The you know the technology is not the problem. It can be a problem sometimes when they say it's not working or it didn't work properly, it malfunctioned. Yeah, technology is the problem. But when you review a thing and then you hear they say this ref decided it's not a handball. Michael Oliver decided it's not. It was him on VAR, I think, on Friday. He said not a handball, and then you're like, yeah, VAR terrible. Scratch.
Yeah, to be fair, VAR only check red cards. So VAR was like, it's not a red card.
What? Who's
Yeah, VAR
who's
don't
supposed
check
to decide that?
handballs.
No. Leave that. They do.
They
In
don't
the
check
boxing.
handballs unless it's a penalty.
Yeah, they do.
Have
I
you ever
agree with
seen a
you.
game stopped?
No, I
Huh?
agree with you. I
Okay,
agree that
yeah.
they check handballs, penalty handballs. They check those types of things, but they also check red cards.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was saying. I was like, they check the
when he
red
looks
cards.
at that, no, they check for that, but who decides that? Because usually they say the ref is the one that decides that. Unless if it's like very clear, they say, "Oh, this is unclear." The ref would have to decide, and then they go, "Oh, we'll just take what was said on the pitch." Then you can say, "Oh, okay." Because sometimes they look at whether ref has given it. They give like the ref a bit of discretion in that. I forgot what they say, but if a call is a foul and the ref waves it off, they sometimes let it go because the ref waved it off, even if it
Mm.
looks like a foul. So that happens. They check for, I guess, offsides as well, like these things that are not supposed to be subject.
Wait, hold on. I don't understand where you're going with this. They just check the red card and not. That's what we know.
You mean? What do you mean?
Because you check, you talk about all these other things. I'm like, what exactly were they supposed to check in this game?
No. My complaint is not that. If you remember, my original point is I'm arguing against people say remove VAR
Oh yeah,
instead
of
of
course, yeah. It was an
training
awful.
refs. Yeah, no,
It would have been
the
awful
refs are
without
the
the
problem,
VAR.
bro. I remember a clip of a Liverpool versus Chelsea game. Liverpool are trying to waste time, so they go to the corner, and then Bosingwa comes in, and then
Oh yeah,
like
whacked.
stomps a player on the back and then gets the free kick. And I'm like,
Mm.
you see the type of nonsense before VAR. Like people say, you remember the season of the Gerrard? Oh my god, the amount of stuff people have spoken about in terms of the decisions. Oh my god, man! I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back with like a full clip and all that of the things. Just watch. It's crazy. So the problem is not the technology most of the time. The problem is the people using the technology. It's
No,
old
of
people.
course we know this. We know this. Yeah, we know
Yeah,
this. It's
that,
it's like a long, it's like a long formed thing. It was terrible.
yeah. It is
It's
what it is.
just and this week
Going
it's been awful. Actually,
my point is it was never supposed to do this. It's first week. You're telling me it's this bad first week?
yeah, man.
Give us some breathing space. We just came back from preseason where they
Mm.
didn't use it. So now you're just making it seem like it's an awful thing. Whereas the preseason we had decent refs. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
to
insane.
be fair, preseason we had some stinkers. But aside from that, man,
Yeah, you guys
like,
are always complaining. Guys
huh?
always complain. You guys always have something to complain about. Come on,
Yeah,
we
like
won
how
all
you
your.
guys are always racist. It's all the same. We both our fan base all
You
have
know
similar
the
types of
the,
things. Yeah.
the funny thing about that is that you guys are always actually complaining, and this
And yeah,
racism
you guys are
situation
actually always
happened
racist.
once. It happened. Bro, you know when I found out it's the guy in the wheelchair, I'm like, how does that happen? It felt worse. It felt worse. It felt like this person had it so much in their heart. Like
Mm.
it felt worse. I,
No,
I, I saw
I get you.
Culture Cams post a WWE clip where somebody pushed down the stairs who's in a wheelchair.
Mm.
It was kind of funny, but it's weird. It's such a weird thing. Uh, uh, um, Speaking about racism, Cole Palmer.
The fuck does that have to do with racism?
If Saka, Salah, any black player
Oh, I see what you're saying.
goes 8 months without scoring a goal, an open play goal, you know how
Bro,
insane
that's what
you
I
know how
meant about
insane
today.
English media would be.
That's what I meant
That like
today, bro. Cole Palmer, literally, like, not Cole. That's why I said Cole Palmer. I'll put it Cole Palmer. Like, that's one thing. Chelsea just went straight back to being Chelsea from last season. They didn't miss a beat. I'm watching the game. I'm like, bro, these guys are playing exactly the same. The only thing is, I was thinking, okay, maybe they'll score last minute because that's some shit that like they were doing during like the Club World Cup. Not that they'll be scoring last minute, but you'll be watching them. You'll be like, you know what? They're not that great today, but they'll get a goal. So I was thinking, okay, maybe they'll do this, and that'll be like a difference. Bro, João Pedro stinker. Cole Palmer awful. Enzo Fernandez.
I saw,
Oh,
I saw, I saw,
somebody smells like
some,
shit. Somebody smells like
I
shit.
saw, I saw somebody saying, "Oh, Enzo is to Chelsea what Soboslai is to Liverpool." I'm like, not really.
No, he's
We
not.
have never claimed.
He's
We
really
have
not.
never claimed. We have never claimed Soboslai best eight. Oh my gosh, Soboslai. So we understand his role and we accept it, and we're like sometimes not good, sometimes very good, and we say that the way Chelsea fans move in terms of not just him, like all their players, in terms of how great they are. Cole Palmer after the Club World Cup, now he's Ballon d'Or top five. I'm like, so
Hmm.
I'm supposed to forget the season? Cole Palmer.
Honestly,
Cole
man.
Palmer is. They now say Cole Palmer should be podium, and
Yeah,
I'm thinking about
because
the whole season, last season, and now when I saw the thing pop up of hasn't scored an open play goal, since what's this January. I'm like, I swear Cole Palmer scored an open play goal against us end of the season. I remember it's a penalty, and I just remember how much it was made to
racist.
save. Oh my gosh, oh my god.
Yeah. No,
They
I
they
get
they
what you're saying.
they do that a lot. They do that a lot with their players, and sometimes
Yeah.
it's like come on,
Yeah,
you can't.
because today, I think today was one of those more. I think the reason why it was unacceptable is because Chelsea just remind you of Chelsea. That's the only reason why it was unacceptable. They just kind of
Gerrard,
reminded me of Chelsea. Like when I saw them play today, I was like, oh, this just reminds me of how they always play. Like I was seeing what's his name, Bino Gittins today, and I was like, oh, this kind of reminds me of Sancho. It kind of reminds me of like, I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Madueke from last season, like where you're like, oh, ooh, almost. I'm looking at João Pedro. I'm like, you know what? He kind of reminds me of. Actually, João Pedro was actually like that one was worse. I was like, this guy's playing terrible. And then when the lap came on, I was like, oh, this guy kind of reminds me of Jackson. There was a time he had an opportunity. It just bundles into him, and then he shoots it, goes straight to the keeper. I'm not expecting him to shoot bottom corner, but I'm like, but that's exactly what Jackson would have done. That's the biggest issue with Chelsea. They're kind of like swapping, because I think when it comes to level, I think Nico Jackson is a similar level to your Delap. Is a similar level to maybe just underneath, but still similar level to a João Pedro. I think Bino Gittins is at that similar level to a like Sancho at his best, not regular Sancho. Sancho at his best. So I'm watching it. I'm like, you guys just replaced similar players for similar players at similar levels, just younger.
That's what they do.
That is what they do, but it's so weird. And the funniest thing I saw, their centre back, Josh Achiampong, he was having a good game, right? And then, because he's the 19-year-old, having a good game, and then it's like Mateta one during the game looked at him and was like, this guy's kind of skinny. And it just became a disgrace.
I saw hey, Mateta's strong, hey. This guy, the way he would hold off, like he would hold you're holding him, and he would get the ball.
Bro, like it was so bad.
Man.
Because first half, Achiampong would like clip in and try do big man thing. That big man thing that Cole always does.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm a big man, but it doesn't quite. But it's like during the match, Arteta was like, "Hold on, wait, this guy's a young man."
I swear, you weigh less than me.
And he was like, "Hold on, guys, kick the ball up to me." Then the ball got to him, and he just as he stands there, he just holds him back, and I was like, yeah, this game's over. Like when it comes to not the game, but the battle between Mateta and Achiampong, I was like, yeah, this battle is over. Mateta is about to win every single battle, and he did. He won every single one after that. After he turned around and was like, this is a small boy.
I swear I ate protein. I drank some protein whey in preseason. I swear to my life that I was there in gym in preseason.
That's exactly how it looked. It looked like he was like, "Oh, that work actually. I think it's gonna come in handy right now."
Yeah. Hey man, you see, the other day I lifted 25 kg dumbbell without even thinking.
By mistake.
I swear you weigh less than me. I swear. This guy, there was a shot that he had where he just he was holding somebody, and then he just let go and then took the shot. It went straight. But they were kind of doing the whole.
I remember which one you're talking about.
Yeah, trying to fight. He let go and then took the shot. I'm not even sure if it was against Achiampong or not. But
I don't know who it was against, but I remember the one you talk about, and it killed me as well. He really should have scored that.
Yeah, but one of those.
Yeah. It was one of those.
Did Joel had to play?
No, he didn't play.
Was he on the bench at least?
I don't know, but he didn't come on the field at once. Not at all. But Esteval did. And he looks like a promising player, but that's about it. They keep talking about him like he's an upcoming great. I'm gonna need to see more.
To be completely honest, it's all the young players that Chelsea bring are promising players. Like let's be completely honest on that.
True. But he's more promising than others.
But Jorel Hato, in terms of young centre backs coming up, he was a very promising player. Like it's not just the attacking positions. Like when you
Oh, I
think
catch you.
about it, it's like Chelsea's whole thing is that we'll bring the promising players and hope that they mature fast enough to carry the team to like certain things. And it has technically worked for them, but that was Conference League and they
Mm,
didn't, you know, man, last season was a weird, time and all
it
that
was,
the league.
but
They didn't do, how should I say, they didn't do bad last season in the league, but because of that you expect to mature. It's like there was no consistency.
mm,
I think
yeah.
Caicedo would have been their best player last season. People were saying Cole Palmer. That no,
Oh, I
I
get
don't
you.
think. I don't think like their
Yeah,
most
Caicedo
consistent
was their
player,
best player last season.
and that's because he was their most consistent player.
Yeah, he was by far.
And that's the whole thing with them. Like everyone there is like promising. Like Pedro Neto was supposed to be like a he could be
I catch you.
very good.
Pedro Neto is very promising.
You see,
Still to
so
this
it's
day.
like that's what I'm. It's like this weird thing where you're in limbo. You're like all these players are promising, but at what point do you start looking past the promise and going, yo, you've been making way too many false promises. Promises you can't. Like at what point do we look at that like that? But they're still young. They're probably going to mature. Like Jean Pedro, I don't think he's that young, but he's not old. Uh, um, I think the lab is younger, so they still have that, I guess. So
Yeah, but
it's
he's also similar in that sense. Like he does also feel like a promising type of lad.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
of
it's
these
one of
players are
those. You're
promising.
right.
All
Huh?
of them are like when you look at what they buy the promising players. The reason they're trying to let go of Jackson is that they saw that you know he has false promises. So now they go, oh, who's the next promising
Yeah.
player instead of who's the most uh, uh, um fitting striker right now, you know who
Yeah.
could do a job.
No, I catch you.
Like right now at centre back, speaking to a Chelsea fan, and then they said we need maturity. Like we need somebody who's mature. Because if you look at their whole centre back situation, they haven't found a leader, a Thiago Silva replacement type of thing. What did they do? They went and found a promising centre back. Cole
Mm.
went down with the injury in Club World Cup, I believe, and they went and found a another Colwell, another like how Colwell when he was starting off he was supposed to be a promising centre back. They went and
Yeah.
found a Jorel Hato who's a promising centre back, and this could work. But when are you hoping that it works now, or are you hoping that it works in the next 2 seasons? Like
No, I catch you.
it's
Just saying.
weird, but hey man, they believe it's working for them, so who are we to judge?
Yeah, true. I'm happy for them, man. I'm really happy for them. And
Hey
speaking
man,
of another team that I'm really happy for, Manchester United. No, they really tried. I'm happy for them.
they
You know?
they didn't play that badly.
No,
They
they
didn't
didn't.
play. They. I was expecting so much worse, and also,
I
man,
was
that
expecting
goal.
what I saw.
The
I was just
I
expecting
was.
better from Arsenal.
Hey man, that goal was some nonsense. I saw what Saliba did. I saw what he did. That
Yeah,
goal was.
I don't think there was enough. Only because he wasn't holding his hand. So like if we conceded that, I wasn't
He
gonna be
held
like,
it. He held it for a little bit, let go, and then pushed
yeah, I
it
know, but
into
like
his net.
in simple terms, if we conceded that goal, I wasn't gonna be like another referee disgrace. I think I was gonna be like, oh, that's annoying. but like I don't think there was
It's
enough.
such
Only because
such a moment.
Bayern Dia should have punched it out. Like, you know, when
Yeah,
I'm
that's
looking at
what
him, I'm
he.
like, dude, you should have. Your hands were free when the ball
You
came
know,
in.
I was like, man, what Saliba did is nonsense. But then I'm like, I can't defend you because you were weak.
I'm telling, like, very,
You
like,
were weak. It's like, come on, man.
because
I'm like,
it
I'm
only
looking at
became worse
somebody.
when Man you put a cross in and Raya punched it out, and I was like, dog, that's how it is. You're supposed. You
It's like,
should have punched it out.
I'm there thinking, oh man, that's so annoying. Because why are you so weak?
Yeah,
Why are
but
you that weak?
yeah, I think I have like, I would say, a similar feeling towards the game as you had. I actually wasn't too upset with our attacking patterns. It was just the
You know
execution
what?
that was pissing me
You
off.
guys with the countering thing.
It was top.
It,
The
you know what the problem
final
is that
ball was terrible.
the final ball of the counter. Yeah, exactly that.
But
That was what was from a hate
if
watch perspective. I was enjoying that. Who's this? Was it Odegaard?
it was Odegaard often, and it was really frustrating. But I think he's gonna come back. But that's just pure fan hope. It has nothing to
Not
do with.
you have that. You should have that. Everyone should
There
have
was a
that about their
moment in
team.
today's game. I was like, I think he might. He put it through
He
the
looked
guy's legs, and then he passed it to
he
the right.
looked
I was like, I think he might be.
yeah,
He
he looked
might.
like it.
But yeah, that's what I mean by today's. Like, for me, I was like, hey man, the only reason I'm forgiving this is because it's against Manchester United, and Umbremo, and what's it called, Cunha. These are two top players. I've never
They
denied
look
this.
they look decent.
Now I knew they were top players because listen,
Bro,
I
even
thought
Mason Mount looked decent. I was so pissed. I was so pissed when Bobo was out here doing kicks that, like, that go over a person who's trying to defend his head. Like he was doing that. How was Benjamin Sesko
he was
Arsenal
okay.
Arsenal target?
He was fine. He was fine. Gyökeres was a bit poor, but the way he was poor
I remember
is the reason I'm calm.
Gyökeres trying to pass the ball to like Martinelli, like after a counter. Like the
Yeah,
final
yeah.
ball was killing everyone. The
It
final
was
ball
killing.
was like,
See,
everyone today is not going to get me right.
that's the reason I'm a bit calmer because it was killing everyone. If it was just killing, the main guys, I would be like, come on, Gyökeres, do better. Because it was killing everyone, I'm like, you know what, man, I'll put my hands up because there were some really nice things I saw from him. It was just a few. The only thing today where I was like, come on, brother, was the one where they gave the ball to him and it was like proper counter. This was gotten cut in and shoots written all over it. And he tried to cut in and he missed the ball. I was like, come on, brother. But I think I've seen him do that enough times during like preseason to be like, yeah, I'm not worried. I think he's gonna eventually do. I think it was the nerves that got to him. So yeah, I'm happy. You know, one of those. I'm happy we won. I don't give a shit, and I love beating Man United when I don't deserve it. It's my favorite win.
It's one of the
My favorite win.
That's my favorite saying. That's
That's my favorite thing.
beating
That's my favorite win.
beating Man United when you don't deserve it. It's like that first half of the 7-0. They had so many chances, and you the
Oh yeah, beating Man, you feel so much better when you don't deserve it.
when you don't deserve it. Yeah,
Dog,
oh,
it just it's sweet. It's sweet to the tongue.
it is. Now
I love it. I'm about to make after this podcast, I'm making a hate video. Time for me to come out of retirement.
Enjoy.
Because honestly, do you know my opinion?
don't deserve it, man.
Did we deserve it? Nah, but I don't care, bro. I don't think they deserved it either. Like, did they have any clear-cut opportunities? And Bremo header, okay. But
Didn't they
it's a
have
good...
that penalty call at the end?
See, I don't think so. I'm sorry, nah.
You don't
Like,
think it's a penalty?
he didn't even tackle him.
If you think because he slipped, it's he sort
No,
of
no, he
slipped
didn't.
it.
He didn't even slip, but he didn't tackle him. In other words, like Cunha didn't fall because he was like there was a guy behind him. Cunha fell because he was off balance. It was like that wasn't even a tackle. He just stood his ground behind him, like, but he was low on the floor, so it looked like he went. He didn't go in simple terms. He didn't go through him from the back. He was just behind him. Pause. That's when I saw it, I was like, man, get out of my face with that shit. The only let me think. I think there was one where I was like, nah, I don't think so. I was about to say I think there was one. I was like, oh, but nah, I don't think so. I felt like a lot of those calls were fan based because even Man United didn't even complain that much about that one. There a lot of these calls that were fan based. I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys would feel that way as a fan.
You know, that's a funny thing. Like, whenever you watch a football match and you're like, the players didn't even complain. It's such a huge thing because that means they don't even think it's a problem. Like the Chelsea thing, you're thinking players did not even complain that the free kick impeded. Imagine
If you've played football before, you know that you complain for everything.
Every single thing, even those that sort of exist. Even like sometimes you're there and you didn't see anything, but your what's this? Your teammate is complaining about it. So what do? You have to complain. You have to complain about it. That's how it works. But when nobody, absolutely no one is saying anything, that means no one saw any fault in that. No one felt anything in that, and still somebody's like, yeah, run it back.
Yeah,
Hey man,
basically.
so we should there should be like a video on all the slender names that have come out this season. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
But
yeah.
In total, I think Arsenal, it's a game that you like. New season, very tough start to the season, take it and leave. And I don't think we're gonna play like man, I'll be honest, I don't know why we always play so shit against Man U. It's really frustrating. Because I don't remember that last game we played against Man U that I was like, oh, you really showed up today. Like, it's been years. And I don't know why. And I think you can relate a little bit. But, like, you had the 7-0. But then there's something about Man U. Every time when you show up to play Man U, the game is so tentative. It's so, like, your players all of a sudden play like they've never seen a ball before. That's the reason why Man U, for me, is one of those where I'm like, hey, man, win and get the fuck out of here. Win and leave. Leave after. Win. Definitely win and leave. Like today, the main thing I said is, listen, man, these guys better win. Like after halftime, because we were playing terrible. I was like, these guys better win.
You better steal those points and run. You're not even at your house. If you're at your house, you're looking at the performance.
Exactly.
Do better. But because you're not at home, you're like, yo, my brother, just dish out a plate. I'll leave now. Give me a plate. Let me leave. I don't need to stay and clean and make sure everything is neat and tidy. Give me a plate. Let me leave. I'll eat in the car. I'll enjoy myself when I'm home.
Basically, so simple. That's what I mean by the simplest thing I was saying was, you guys better win, because if Arsenal didn't win today, I was gonna have conversations. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? But since we won, I was like, you know what? I'm able to delay these conversations and just put it down to, first game of the season. Man United have new signings, a new buzz. They think they're gonna win the league. they're really excited about that. We're kind of like hoping to still reach those high levels again, like return to 2 seasons back levels of really high. So there's just a different energy. So I was like, as long as you guys win, all is forgiven. Then go back and try have that false start you want. Next year, I thought the referee today was a fucking disgrace. I don't care what anyone says.
I think, yeah.
I-
There was some, hey man, we're back. We're
back.
we're back.
They were
in the-
absolutely manhandling Gyökeres, which, by the way, I'm fine with, as long as if on the other side, if a manhandling takes place, you let it
you
go.
allowed.
He never allowed a single Arsenal manhandle. Every time.
Something I hate that they say, and I get it, spirit of the game, I understand, but it happened earlier. I think it was with Saliba. Saliba might have tackled somebody harshly, and then they were like, he's not thinking about giving a yellow card this early in the game.
It was based
I
on the
don't,
game.
I don't like that because people do move mad, especially early in the game. Now you have an injured player early in the game because the ref said, "Oh my God, it's so early, guys. Come on, I can't give a yellow card here. I'll just do 6 warnings and then we'll start giving yellow cards after halftime." I'm like, it shouldn't work like that. If it's harsh, it's harsh. I'm not sure if we're on the same page.
The game I was thinking of was when I said the Crystal Palace versus Chelsea ref was bad. It wasn't Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. It was Brighton versus Fulham. Because that's what was happening. They were having these spirits of the game fouls. And then all of a sudden, like... Let me see if I can find the referee for that.
I remember his face. Yeah, nah, I'm cooked. Nah. No, Samuel something.
Brighton versus Fulham.
Yeah, Samuel something.
Sam Barrett.
Yeah. I said bartender. Okay,
Let me see this. Bartender is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's the one. He was letting Brighton get away with murder. It was one of those games where I was like, "Oh, I see what's happening." When we used to play matches, and then there was a time when you'd be like, "I see." The ref doesn't.
This is the type of game we're about to have.
Exactly. The ref is not gonna give us anything today, and that's fine. What can you do? It was that game. It was like, what can you do?
Man. The worst thing about those type of games is that you have to take them on the chin and move on.
Yeah, literally.
There's nothing you can do. Because the more you complain, the worse it gets.
Yeah, because Arsenal versus Man U, I don't think was like that. It wasn't one of those. But those games happen where it's like you guys versus Everton last season, where it was like,
oh my God,
here we go.
Was it?
The ref does not like us today. I think someone slept with his wife, and he's taken out against us.
Oh my God, man! You're talking about the 2-2.
The 2-2.
I think even both games, man.
I think I'm more talking about the 2-2.
But both games were so like,
But
yeah, man. The 2-2. I think it might have been. Who's this? Michael Oliver.
Yeah, I think the 2-2 was Michael Oliver. I forget.
Oh man,
it was him. Because I remember I was like, the thing is, the way Michael Oliver refs the game is like, is like a fan. He refs the game like a fan. So he wants the underdog to do really well. He's like, the underdog was really good today.
He's there for entertainment value. He's there for, like, how do we make this game more interesting? He does. Oh, Sam Barrett was the other one.
Yeah, it's
That's
Sam
what
Barrett.
no, for the other
Oh,
ones
the one where the assault took place.
man. Let's not even talk about it. Let's not even talk about
Hey
it. I
man,
think
at least one thing's a fact. Football is truly back. There's no
it's
doubt
back.
about it.
And, yeah, I saw there's the rule of 8 seconds now.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, that
actually,
rule. I think that rule is terrible.
yeah. We'll we'll
At least,
we'll, we'll speak more on it. We'll speak more
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
I
Only
think I think
only based on
now,
implementation.
yeah. Implementation is always going to be the bad thing in any new rule
So
that comes in.
so if a striker delays, like the goalkeeper taking a kicking the ball,
That's what I thought
it's
about
gonna
that
be a
when Gyökeres
foul.
did it.
Yeah, it
I thought
happened
about that
twice
when
today, and I was
Gyökeres
like, "Oh,
did it.
that's an aspect I don't like." But it's only fair to add that if you add this. But
The
yeah,
the other thing. Yeah, it's like
yeah. So it's
counting because it's like you're trying to force the 8 seconds, then it's a foul. It makes sense, but you're not really,
yeah,
you know.
basically that. But yeah, man, I think that's all for me today. I think for me, Nottingham Forest, bro, those niggas are getting some serious signings. But we'll speak about that in another video. Sunderland also impressive. Other than those two teams, I think everything else seems kind of like understandable, except the stuff we spoke about. Everything else was quite straightforward.
That was a complaining video. Everything in there was a complaint.
Yeah,
It was
everything. This
complaining.
was a very expected week of Premier League football. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Hey
think
man,
Man U
back.
played how I
I'll be
expected them
honest.
to play.
I'll be honest. Even with the bad that's happened, I've missed this man. I could not deal with another 100 gorillas versus humans, man. I
Listen,
was
man,
losing my mind. I was losing my head, man.
bro, I was
Yeah.
watching Semenyo's. I saw Semenyo's goal against Liverpool, the second one, and I was just like, bro, I'll be honest. I think there are only like 4 teams in the Club World Cup that had this level of quality.
Bro,
It was just
yo,
brilliant.
it's
It
not
was
World Cup.
beautiful.
I did not like that. People, whenever I say that, they go, "Oh, because Liverpool wasn't in it." I'm like, no, because the competition doesn't make
It
sense to
made
me.
me forget how good football can get.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, this makes the. You know what? It's fine. We'll talk about it in another.
Of course, man. But yeah, so football's
But
back, man.
that's it. That's it from our. Is it a preview or a review? It's a review. Yeah. Our
Previews before something.
yeah. Yeah. Man,
Teaching
football's back.
GCSE
I
English.
forgot
Football's
about
back. I think
review.
that's the title for the video. For the video,
Yeah,
football's back.
football is back. That's amazing. Yeah.
Well and truly back. There's no doubt.
You know what? If VAR and the refs got everything correct this weekend, it
It was
would
gonna
have
be
been
terrible.
it would have been utter woke nonsense.
Bold of you to say. You should know. You're an
football,
expert.
football is truly back, and we're happy about it. And
Yeah,
I
it's
think
beautiful.
that's from us. That's our review of what we've seen, or from the matches that we've seen this weekend. And yeah, uh, at the end of the day must end, and invest your money in something that makes sense. I think I'm not
Nice.
going to talk to somebody who knows finance. That's
Like
it for me.
yeah, invest in something that makes sense. Like head and hair betting. Like Star-Crossed betting. Our sponsor for today's video. Bro, sponsorships are gonna kill us. Selling our soul is gonna be delicious.
No, never. Just watch.
Selling my soul
When
will be delicious.
This might be used against you in the future. Stop recording.
It's okay. I'll take it.
Stop recording.
I'll let it happen. Right. But yeah, football's back.
Peace.
Cheers, man. Peace.
Peace.